Hello there, world of tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be playing in the VK90. This is a Tier 10 German collector heavy, and is a vehicle that many people consider to be the most overpowered Tier 10. A vehicle that has incredible armor, ridiculously good levels of penetration, especially on the standard, and just solid mobility. I don't think it's in the overpowered category anymore with the heat changes and the fact that a lot of people don't realize this tank doesn't really have that much pen. I mean, yeah, the standard is crazy. 297 means that you can cut through a lot of frontal armor easily with your standard ammo. But you also have to remember that if you do have to load gold, it only has 336 mils of premium pen, which isn't that good. It means that if you are up against heavily armored opponents, you're going to struggle to pen them. And if you pair that with the fact that combat stabilization, in my opinion, is one of the most annoying mechanics in the game. See, I like combat stabilization when you're sitting still. It's great in that regard. You can turn your tank immediately and still have a very accurate gun. The problem is when you're going over 15 kilometers per hour, the gun blooms about 4 times faster than it normally would. And that is obviously a big problem. Now, the enemy team has two very good players, one of which is in a Super Conk and one of which is in a Bashation. So this is going to be an interesting game. I'm 100% confident that we're going to lose at least 300 to 600 health in the crossing. Also, obviously, if you are wondering, yes, I am still sick. I have been sick for the past 3-4 days now. And it's been pretty bad, but there's nothing I can do about it, obviously. Normally I would cross up top, but because the Bashation is such an overpowered tier 10, there's really nothing I can do about it apart from cross low. I know for a fact that they have something in that bush, and there it is. That's the 350 bounce from a bat chat. So pretty obvious stuff. The E5. Oh, he hits that. Just drained my lower plate. Okay. Well, I'm gonna move up then. We have the Rhino. We have the E5. We have a lot of teammates here, and what I'm hoping right now is that I can make it up this just like so. Beautiful. Let's aim it on the Super Conk roof. There you go. Nice 435 into his vehicle. However, we've already lost our bat chat. Great job. How do you die that quickly in a Bashation? I can't even tell you. I really can't. Ooh, nice shot into the Super Conk again. I mean, we're getting out decent bleeds. We're helping our team. Unfortunately, our team does not appear to be really helping us. Alright, let's reload again. There you go. 450. Pretty good stuff. That's already 3 pens this game. Let's reload again. 3, 2, 1, and chunk. There you go. 450. We have the Super Conk on our front, and obviously that is going to be a rather big annoyance. However, I'm not too worried about the Super Conk because we can just, never mind, bounce him. Well, that was just a bad shot for me, I'll admit that right now. I'm not worried about the Super Conk, it's the Yag in the back that's the big threat. So let's aim it on that Yag Panzer, and chunk, there we go, 431. One decent bleed, and let's reload again. Super Conk doesn't even have any repair kits right now, which is kind of funny. We're just going to poke him wide, and hello, good sir. Bonk, there you go, 447 into his tank. I mean, we out-trade him every time, so that's not really that big of a deal for me. Let's see if we can just block him in this current situation. There you go, nice. Now we're just going to poke him wide again. There you go, 381. He also has a damaged ammo rack, which means we actually should be able to out-reload him here. So I'm gonna take the risk. Well, I guess we didn't out-reload him, but it doesn't really matter. We still got the clear, which is what we needed to do. I mean, this is a loss, let's be honest. Our team really sucks here. But the VK90 did a fine job. I mean, nothing really about the VK90 was why we're losing this game. The tank did solid. So, what I'm hoping right now is that we can kind of maybe get a shell into the Bashation. Let's see. There you go. One nice shot. And we're going to chill here. The Yag's looking at me. The Yag misses, though, which is obviously pretty nice. Well, there's nothing I could have done about that. I mean, their team was obviously better than ours. Look at where our bat chat died, bro. That's where he died. Like, really? And that's our dead Yag? I mean, our team literally had no clue how to play the game. Our 4005 thought he was a light tank and went up to the top of of bunkers. Like, really, bro? Really? That's the team I get. It's pretty impressive. I mean, we did 3,900 damage. And not only that, but, oh my god. 2 zeros. Yep, 45% bat chat. And our 4005 does 0. And there's their bat chat with a 64%. It's crazy how Wargaming can instantly throw a game by giving one team a flat better light player than the other team. Light tanks right now are the most influential class in the game. They always have been. And the Bashation is literally overpowered. If you disagree, it's getting nerfed next update. So it's not really an agreement or disagreement. It's a fact. The tank is overperforming right now. It has too much view range and damage plus the shell reload boost. And because of that, it's getting nerfed. I'm really hoping Wargaming nerfs the view range. And maybe they take away shell reload boost. But either way, a good bat chat player can literally take what would normally be a loss and turn it into an easy win with the level of DPM, damage output, and mobility, plus view range the vehicle has. I mean, heavy side wasn't the problem there. We beat the Super Conk easily. We held off the Ag. We killed the 57 Heavy. I mean, we dealt with everything in front of us relatively easily. It was just, there was nothing I could do from the other side of the map. So this game, we are going to push quite aggressive. Our team is pushing in, and because of that, I'm going to push in as well. They have 3 heavies. They have a Super Conk, they have an E5, and an IS-4. So it's very possible they will go this way, but it's hard to tell until we obviously make our way through. So, oh, there you go. We have the Super Conqueror. And there's the IS-4 AFK. Well, I'm aiming on the AFK IS-4. Okay. Crazy gun. Sorry, U-100. I don't mean to block you. I mean, we'll both take advantage of the IS-4 if we can. I just can't believe that that's where my shell goes. With refined gun, I should add. Like, it's not like I have an inaccurate gun here. I'm running refined, and that's where my shot goes. Alright, let's just aim it on the Super Conqueror. There you go. Super Conk cuts right through. I don't even know what he cut through. This is the goofy part about this tank. Like, the armor you would think works really well, but it's kind of not working. Well, shoot the IS-4 again. I mean, if the U-100 wants to fight the Super Conk, I'll fight the IS-4. U-100 and I are both smart. We're going for the AFK. It's literally free damage. So, I'm going to shoot him again. There we go. Super Conk bounces me anyway, so it's not like it's that big of a deal. U-100's going to push up. I don't really care if the Super Conk shoots me, because I'm going to get the clear on the IS-4, which is important. Alright, let's move up. The Rhino's asking for help, and as much as I want to help the Rhino, clearing the Super Conqueror right now is a much bigger importance. So I'm going to get the shot into the Rhino. Or not the Rhino, sorry, the Super Conqueror. And then we'll move up and we'll help out with the E5, who is in front of us. And there you go, nice 486. This is where, again, the VK90 feels very, very capable. Just the DPM of this vehicle. But you'll notice, again, the armor on this tank, it's not nearly as effective as people write it to be. I mean, don't get me wrong, the armor's strong on this tank, but it's not really getting, like, 8 billion bounces like people always, you know, hype this tank up like it's the most armored, impervious beast in the game. And in reality, it is a strong tank, but the armor is not nearly as strong as people make it out to be. It's decent, but after the calibrated shell changes and the armor nerfs to enhance, it definitely took away a very large portion of this vehicle's holding capabilities. But side-scraping the tank is still very strong. Nobody's going to deny that. We are going to push this Super Conk. He bounces me. We're going to load in an AP on his lower plate, and there you go. Pretty easy stuff. So we get a win, and a 4,066 damage win at that, so pretty good game. Let's take a look at the post-game results. 4,113. That's right, we got a little bit of ramming out. And a pretty solid game. U100 was a helpful teammate. All you have to do in your Super Heavies is push. And even if Eduardo wasn't, let's say, the most mechanically skilled player, you don't need to be the most mechanically skilled player to help your team. Him pushing in the E100 and supporting me, pushing the Super Conqueror, allowing me to get out my shots, that's all it took to win the game. So I actually do appreciate a lot of the help from that E100. The E5, I honestly don't know how he died to the Rhino, because if he had just face-hugged the Rhino, there's really no world where a Rhino is going to pen him effectively in a face-hug. But either way, the VK90 is quite the incredible vehicle. Statistically, I'm going at 3,700 average damage for 15 games in the tank. It has really solid penetration, obviously, on the standard. I don't even know if we loaded gold once. I don't think we did. And that's the great thing about the VK90, is that you don't ever really have to load gold. It also has a ridiculous amount of shells, so it's not like you need to worry if you ever load gold if you're going to run out of ammo. The tank doesn't feature the most DPM, but it has plenty. And I would say my favorite part about the vehicle is just the fact that it has gun depression over the sides, plus it doesn't have weaknesses on the side armor when you are in a side scrape, allowing it to get away with a lot more capabilities. So, yes, as I said, I am sick, and I'm sorry, but there's obviously not much I can do about that. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you'd like to see more like it, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.